a lot of good things out there today. But the first thing that I want to talk about is I just want to talk about Mike Hawkins. I want to talk about um, how he has been the last 2 weeks throughout the bye week and throughout this week of preparation. He has been stellar. He's been an awesome teammate, and he really stepped in and commanded the role. And I think you saw a lot of that today too. So just a testament to that kid, testament to his process, testament to how he has worked and how he's put himself in position to be successful. Um, it was awesome today to get Jay Knott going too. I mean, again, he's someone that I think I've bragged on the last 2 weeks just from how he's been at practice, his mindset at practice, how he really attacked those moments in those situations. And I think he did a lot of really good things today. So I think a lot of awesome things that we can build on from an offensive standpoint. But I just really wanted to point out those two guys because they put in an unbelievable amount of work the last 2 weeks. And so I'm really proud of them, proud of this team win. And with that, I'll take some questions.
And talk about your start. You scored your first 5 possessions, 3 are field goals. So how do you look at that as an offensive coordinator?
How do I look at that?
You score
You went 5 for 5 scoring on those. I believe it was 2 touchdowns and 3 field goals. And our goal is to end every single drive with the kick, right? Every single drive with the kick, and you're hoping it's a PAT and not a field goal. And there's just a few little things on those drives that we kicked field goals that kept us from staying on schedule or moving the ball down the field. Things that we got to clean up. But at the end of the day, whenever you have Tate Sandell, who's just absolute nails out there, right? He's a great kid. He exudes confidence, and I don't think anyone on our sideline has zero doubt whenever he walks out there that he's going to make that field goal. So you're proud of the 5 for 5 scoring drive, but you got to clean up those things because you want to end with touchdowns. You want to. That's the standard here, and we got to clean some things up in order to finish with the ball in the end zone.
And what were some of the things that you liked that Michael did, and what were maybe some areas that you hope he can improve upon?
I thought Mike operated really well today. I thought he had great command out there, and he showed that throughout the last 2 weeks. But I thought he went out there. I didn't think the moment was too big for him at all, and I think that goes back to a lot of things that happened last year with him. He kind of got some of those probably jitters out of the way, but he went out there and he led and he competed well. For the most part, he was really good with his feet and his eyes. I think there's a few throws on film that he's going to wish that he had back, but for the most part, other than a few things that come to mind, I mean, he was really pretty clean today, and so great preparation, but I thought he commanded, I thought he led really well.
How was the communication with him on the sidelines and in the helmet? Did you learn anything new about him, in a game setting?
Learn about anything new about him in a game setting? That's a good question. He was really, really good and really receptive on the sideline. It helps having the tablet right there. You can give immediate feedback. Hey, what were you looking at right here? Why'd you go here instead of there? And he was really, really receptive to any coaching that went on, but he was able to articulate what he saw on the field really well. And so, I thought that was really big time. The fact that he could come off before we even watched the play and able to articulate what happened, and then you watch it and it's like, okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about right there. So just really receptive and really aware of everything that was going on.
And how much did it help Mike and you guys in an offense that Isaiah seemed to always just be in the right spot and the consistency that he's had?
Yeah, you said it right there. I mean, he is as consistent as they come. He's a guy that you can trust. He's a guy that I think everybody in the building trusts. He's where he's supposed to be, when he's supposed to be there, getting there how he's supposed to be there. And that builds a lot of confidence in not only coaches, but the quarterback and the other players. And so he's a model of consistency in our building, from taking care of his body physically to how he prepares himself mentally for the games. I think I've said it maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks, everything good that's happening to him, it's not just because, he's lucky or something. He puts in the work and reaps the benefits of it.
And OU, Texas, Red Bull rivalry, Arlington, all these eyes of the nation, huge game. A couple of years ago, 34-30. There's often high-scoring games. How does that kind of game excite you as an offensive coordinator?
I'm excited to get down there and get to be a part of the tradition that goes with it, the history that goes with it, the pageantry that goes with it. I think it's something that's really, really good for college football. But you can't look at it, I mean, through a different lens. I mean, it's our next opponent. We have to prepare, and we have to put these kids in position to go be successful and ultimately win the game. I am excited for it, but what I'm excited for is our players get to go play in this game and be in these moments. You know, a lot of our guys have done that before. They've been here for a few years, but some of them haven't. I think it's going to be a really special moment that these guys are going to get to carry with them for the rest of their lives, and so really excited about it.
And you got a number of guys, new guys, that you played a number of tight ends. Helms gets a touchdown. As you mentioned earlier, Ott got going today. How does this going to help your offense down the road?
I think it builds really, really good competitive depth, but also it's stuff that you can springboard into the future. All right, you can build off of this. You can build off these game reps, these live reps, because practice is really, really good. Practice can only take you so far, though, from a football player standpoint. You have to have the real-time gameplay experience, and I think that's going to be really good for us. We were able to get a lot of guys in today, and that's really exciting. A lot of those guys, they have earned it. Earned the right to play, especially in a moment like that. So I was happy to see us get a lot of guys in there. I was happy to see some of the guys step up that stepped up, and we have to build on it. We have to make a conscious effort every single day to build off of everything that we've seen and incrementally get better.
Brent was saying that he's assuming that John won't be available next weekend. With what you saw from Michael today, did that do anything to just reaffirm your confidence heading into back in SEC play with him as a potential starter?
Yeah, I mean, back to what I said on Tuesday, I believe in Mike Hawkins, and I have a lot of confidence in Mike Hawkins, and he's done that with his preparation and his work. So, I mean, whether John's available or not, whether we play with Mike or whoever we play with, I got a lot of confidence in those guys, and again, it's just the type of kids they are, the type of kid that Mike is, and the way that he prepares himself too. So I got a lot of confidence in Mike Hawkins. Oh, it was huge. It was huge. I mean, whenever you talk about the day as a whole, our morning walkthroughs, right? Just sitting there and constantly just giving good little nuggets of advice. Whenever we're out there on the sideline, I think I heard it like 12 times today. Dude, that was freaking awesome. Like talking to Mike, and that affirmation goes so far for a kid's confidence and his ability to keep on playing. And John was great for the entire team too. I've said in the past about him, he's just always wanting to be the best leader that he possibly can and the best teammate that he possibly can for everybody. And I thought he did that today.
And you mentioned Jaden Ott earlier. What's it just say about his investment, to stay bought in, even though maybe he hasn't had the start to the season that maybe he wanted?
Well, he's a very mature kid. He's a very aware kid, and he's a very experienced kid. He knows what it looks like and what it doesn't look like, and the way that he's practiced the last 2 weeks, is what it looks like. The way he's prepared is what it looks like, and so he's very mature. He's very aware, and so I think it speaks a lot to him as a kid, as a young man, and I love what I've seen from him, both football and personally here as of lately, and so I'm really excited for him.
What does he bring to this offense? It seems like he's got quite a bit of juice when he's got the ball in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you said he's got some really good juice to him. He's got great awareness whenever the ball's in his hand. He does a great job of being patient, and sticking his foot and getting vertical and finishing with his pads going forward. So, and again, I don't think you can discount the amount of ball that he's played and the experience that he has. That goes a long way, especially whenever we get into the second half of the season.
Getting the offensive line that you had for Michigan back as a starting group today helped for getting the run game going, but also setting up for next week?
I think it's huge. I think it's really huge. Again, the offensive line position is all about cohesion and chemistry. So the more that you can get the same group playing together, the more the communication is going to build. The stronger the communication is going to get. Being on the same page, coming off violent, being a violent offensive lineman, it's going to build the more and more you're around the same guys. And so I think it's a big thing for us. Got to keep on getting better. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Boomer.